here in my garage. I am living into the wild. I'll tell you what, I've been living in the past. You know, I've had this obsession with Detroit, this obsession with Ann Arbor, and I'm understanding it is the past, and I haven't even made it back home yet from Detroit. And today this is day 4 update, and it's been the most magical day, and each day continues to compound, and I can't get over the conversations that I'm having. You know, I was feeling really discouraged earlier because of, I got a lot of people thinking about data centers and reindustrialization, but I didn't know how to respond so quickly, as people are passing by, all these things. This is the craziest experience of my life. It's like, this has been a portal. When I was dropped off at Knox Metals, Knox Metals, at first, I was concerned. And then, I watched Zane and I met Zane, and it's like, I am so excited for what we are all building. Like, there's so many reasons to be skeptical of me. And there are so many investors that are watching me right now. And none of them are actually reaching out to me. But they're watching me. Not necessarily watching me, but they're actually seeing the walking part. And, it's like, if this guy actually does it and shows up in San Francisco, it's not even about that, because it's like, I'm meeting so many people, and I am having conversations of lifetimes. I'm meeting people and talking to people. It's like, oh, you're from my hometown, and oh, you're from someone else's hometown that's important to me. And oh, you were shot doing a very similar thing to what I'm doing. They weren't walking across America. They were just at home. In their hometown. I'll tell you what, I'm having, it's not conversations just about data centers and reindustrialization. It's conversations, I'm having the most human conversations that you would possibly have. I'm talking to people that aren't understood, that no one is willing to understand them, that are trying to get back to their home country, be deported. It's like they're homeless, they're living on the street. It's like, you're throwing them in jail, you're treating them like this, and why don't you just send them back to Cuba if that's where they want to go? Trump, get ICE here. No, we're a sanctuary city. It's not even about that. It's about, why is someone that's been here for 40 years, none of us could understand him very well. But I took the time to understand as much as I could. It's like, I start talking to people, and people start joining in, and there is such a sense of community. And it's like these things that are, this human experience. I am living a dream, because I know this is the only way. Like, I'm talking to the people that have been forgotten. I'm talking to a spectrum of people. And I just showed thousands of people my face. Is this a forgettable face? Is that a forgettable sign? Is this a forgettable thing? One guy rolled down his window. He said, we're all wondering what's up with data centers and reindustrialization. It's like, you're driving by. How am I supposed to talk about this? It's like, by the time I get to San Francisco, it'll be impossible for me to not convince people to join this. I mean, it's like, people, I am talking to such a spectrum of people. Here, the walking thing, it's like, we are going to do this. This. All right. As this whole thing unfolds and you understand the full scope, back in 2012, I failed that project. It was, Project Inspire Us, Inspire the US, but I couldn't figure it out. And I've devoted this whole time to understanding marketing. I love the technical aspect. I would love to just sit in my house and work on the technical aspect away from people. And I get why George Hotz wants to do that. Working for George was one of the most incredible experiences ever. Getting fired was one of the most incredible experiences ever. It's the only time I've ever been fired. That I know of. Maybe other people thought they fired me, but I had quit. Whatever. You know how things go. But, ultimately, I've always left to pursue a greater mission or to learn something new. And when I had already decided that I was leaving Comma, but I wanted to make sure that they were trained, and had not necessarily trained, because there's very competent people there. Igor is incredible. That experience, I'm nothing but grateful for that, and I'm so glad that I got fired, because it's like, I wouldn't have done it this way. I wouldn't have done the compute. I wasn't going to do the compute part. Like, I wasn't going to do that aspect of it until I got fired. That's why I joined them. I was going to devote like 10 years and then start the startup and bring everything that Tiny Corp and stuff was doing for the compute aspect. That was my whole point in going to work there. Because I couldn't get the marketing right, and I was going to work for George because he already had the personal brand and the Comma brand, the innovation, and then I learned, no, I'm meant to be a founder. I have to do this. It's like, I failed for all this time, failed for 20 years, but it's like, I had the most beautiful human experiences in that time. As you learn my life experiences, hopefully it'll inspire you to do those things you think about, because you can just move across the country. You can just buy a car and buy a Comma 3 and a Comma body and go to Comic-Con and then upskill yourself, being obsessed with this company while Ubering and driving with the device and then driving a Tesla and comparing and figuring out exactly like, I love this device. I originally wanted to learn Comma and OpenPilot to work with Elon. And then I was like, no, there's no other person and company I would rather work for. And then after I did, I'm like, oh, they're throwing away food instead of giving it to the contractors. They're letting interns live here, no problem, but I live in my car because I'm a contractor with not even a hint of you could stay here. Like, even like, oh, you gotta pay or anything like that. Like, no. It's like, you're not even one of us. You can't even eat with us. You can't even eat with us, but you can be on the other side of a wall, just a little wall dividing you. And it's like nothing against them, but it was like, don't meet your heroes, because who are they really? George is freaking awesome. I mean, he really is, but he just isn't human focused. His mission isn't to feed, house, and self-actualize humans. If it was, then I would still be working there. But I'm not. And I'm doing this. And it's like, you go to our website, chubby.ai, and if you look at how it unfolds, how I'm going to bring revenue in, how this is all going to be built with these 1 megawatt data centers. We'll build larger, but we're not going to go insane, and we're going to make sure that as we go bigger, it's not that we're building them freaking everywhere all at once and, oh my God, what did we just do? And then, okay, what's the decommissioning plans? Like, so much is vague because, oh, we don't want our competitors to know this. We don't want that to know. It's like, screw you guys. I'm going to do it on my own, and I'm going to bring the people in, and we're going to build this. Because why are people living? You know how far I had to walk to find a freaking bathroom? Like, do people understand, like, not having adequate toilets? Like, do you understand that a quarter of humanity does not have adequate toilets? A quarter. And all these people, I love everyone that is here in Ann Arbor. But all the people going to that game, those aren't the conversations that I had. You know, they were passing by, and, you know, people, it's like people wanted to, but their, you know, girlfriends or wives or friends, or it stopped them. But it's like, they said in their head, data centers and reindustrialization. They'd never heard this before. They have never heard this concept before. What is that? It's a factory data center. I am inventing an entirely new thing, you guys. We are... As this makes more sense to people. Look, I'm not a manufacturing expert. I'm not really an expert at anything other than this. I've become an expert in this, and it's like, you look at the website and you go down. It's like, I don't go on it as much as I should, especially, you know, and then you forget like what exactly is there. But it's like, I went back on it, and it's like, oh, it's pretty good right now. I mean, it lays it out. But it's not perfect. I'm probably one of the world's worst marketers. So when I unleash all of this, when I bring the 12 musts of marketing that I've developed together, when I bring live, work, play, love, learn, pay it forward, like, when I bring that to people, that concept of actually living happy, healthy, and selflessly abundant through faith, working to solve problems and serve others, play hard, love harder, learn and grow by following your curiosity. and pay it forward with gratitude. This is how we self-actualize humans. We give them the base, the physiological, and we work up to self-actualization. Maslow's hierarchy. We bring all these things together for humans, and it's like, I'm not saying that we're going to immediately, fix all things. But I am saying that we're going to start seeing the humanity in each other again. Like, that's what AI is going to do for us. But we have to do this. No one else is doing it, and people are warning me. And it's like, it's like, I don't know about God, and I'm hoping to meet God on this journey. When I'm out there alone and looking up at this amazing sky, and it's like by myself, meet my Creator in that way. It's like, I'm going to live. Like, I don't, people are worried. And I genuinely, I just don't think I don't think I can die this way. I just don't think it's going to be possible. I don't think if I tried to die that I could. I could probably really hurt myself, like, doing something stupid. But if I just stay on mission, I love this. I absolutely love it. If you go to chubby.ai, you can read, we're selling computers, we're building factory data centers, we're building, this is chubby.computer, this is chubby.center, chubby.mom. Okay, so chubby.computer, we're going to bring in revenue, we're selling computers. Chubby.center, that's our factory data centers. Okay, chubby.host, that's our host. So you can host with chubby.center, that's chubby.host. That's how we bring money in, through there. There are all these revenue layers. And you say, well, you're too fragmented. We're starting with computers. We're vertically integrating to data centers. These 1 megawatt. I'll build the transformers, all of that, manufacture all of it. Work with NVIDIA, I will set up the manufacturing with factory college towns to manufacture all of it. We're going to develop the land sustainably, keep the locals in ownership the best that we can, so that, okay, if one area fails, that people aren't abandoned, that they still have value. And it's not that, oh, you can't own something here. I don't want any hard lines like that, because I don't think that that's the way. I think that there should be, even in Irvine, it's like some are, individual owners, some are the Irvine company. There is so much that I have been studying for the last 2 decades. I'm 38. This has been my life's work. I have failed my way here, and I am not, I will do this or die trying. I will help feed, house, and self-actualize humans. It's my life's purpose, and this is how I'm doing it. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.